he is in. The president is in Saudi Arabia, and I just now also saw a video where he fist bumped. Let me pull this up. Who did he fist bump? Was it the Saudi prince? Did he fist bump? Yeah, the Saudi crown prince. I'm just watching it right now. He fist bumped him. Now walked right up to him and fist bumped him, and then now they're going in. So that's important because he has been doing these interviews. And I have so much stuff on this. I fell down this rabbit hole yesterday, and then I went all the way back to Carter and the Shah and all this, and I don't know what happened. I just started reading about all this stuff that we're probably not even going to talk about on here today. But so he had been leading up to the election. He was saying that they're not going to legitimize Saudi Arabia because of Jamal Khashoggi and all of this stuff, and now we sort of see the widow has been doing a lot of press, Jamal Khashoggi's widow. And she was saying that she had assurances that they weren't going to even acknowledge apparently the crown prince when he was going over there, but apparently he did. Now, back in June. Now, again, and we're showing you, if you're watching the syndication or the simulcast of the nationally syndicated radio show, we're showing you the visit or that fist bump with the Saudi crown prince. Now, June 6th, and this comes from Guardian, Biden had angrily rejected a meeting with the Saudi crown prince because he thought his presidency should stand for something. Jack! He didn't say Jack, I am. He said he thought his presidency should stand for something. Okay. And now he's fist bumping him. That's kind of a long way away from what he's angrily saying he's not going to meet with him. Now he is going to be meeting with him. Not only did he meet with him, he fist bumped him. And the campaign said they were going to make Saudi Arabia a pariah. Remember all this? Oh, they were going to make Saudi Arabia a pariah. All this big talk in the election or the campaign and then leading into the election. Oh my gosh, he's going to be one big pariah. I don't even think Biden knows what that is. But he's going to be one. So now apparently he's not. Here's the thing, you can't make them a pariah. Yes, you uphold the principles of the United States. But upholding the principles of the United States doesn't mean that you have to demand that everyone that you are working with for the greater strategy of the United States adopt said principles. That's what nation builders think. Like how during W's presidency, he's like, well, we can just go, stick a McDonald's over there and democracy will come. He didn't say that, but I'm just, that's what, are you saying he said that?
That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Just send some nuggets over there, and then all of a sudden everybody will vote for Republicans. But they're in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, well, there was one joke after I remember during Shock and Awe. I don't remember who made it, but it was someone impersonating W. And I don't dislike everything that he's done, but I think that some of the worst things with regards to GOP policy were kind of characterized by that administration. I wish I could remember where this was, but he was saying that, maybe we'll get the next war sponsored by Tostitos. And, we're going to go liberate the Tostitians or something like that. I don't know. But long story short, you can't make Saudi Arabia a pariah because you have the Iran versus Saudi Arabia competition over there. And the United States, we don't like Iran. We don't like them because their leadership, they kill their own citizens and they're nuts. Thanks, Jimmy Carter. That's all. See, now you can see why I fell into the rabbit hole and I didn't put anything in my headlines, despite the fact that I have millions of things. Because I fell down a rabbit hole of Jimmy Carter and the Shah. I've read the damn book about it already. Where he's I can't remember who wrote it. He's on the cover looking like a half-melted snowman. I've read the book on it, but this goes all the way back to that. That's how long, by the way, bad foreign policy decisions last. This is a generational thing now. And Jimmy Carter helped make it happen. And now you have, I think, a guy who I think he could, in terms of foreign policy, be even worse than Jimmy Carter if he was sentient. He's not. If he had all his wits about him, I think he could be. Anyway, so they were saying that they were going to make them a pariah, but you can't because Iran wants to get nuclear weapons. They were, or at least the capacity to make them. That is, they're a thorn in the side of the Abraham Accords. Oh, by the way, while they were there, Saudi Arabia unsuspended flights to Israel. I think they had some lockdown because of COVID and all this other stuff. Well, they decided to change all of that apparently as Air Force One was landing. So he's attending a summit with leaders of the 6 Gulf countries, plus Egypt, Iraq, and Jordan, and he's discussing the truce in Yemen, human rights, economic cooperation, and Iran. So they're all getting together to badmouth Iran. Yeah. I hope that security has their head on a swivel. Look, I may not like the guy. I may think his policies are stupid. But we have a process in this country that I think should be protected. And if anybody tries to if they try to get shady, with the security of whoever we elect, even though they elected the wrong person, but whatever. If they try to get shady, we'll get shady back. So I'm just saying. But that's what they have on the dock today. So that's what's happening. They're trying to continue to normalize relations between Saudi Arabia and Israel. And then you have when he was in Israel, he met with Israeli President Isaac Herzog, and he met with leaders of India and Israel, UAE, etc. Iran has been excluded from all of this. Which is interesting because under Obama, Biden, they did everything that they could, thinking that I guess if you bring Iran to the table even more, then they'll stop trying to kill everybody. But that's not how it works. It never has worked that way. And so then after that, he met the Palestinian president, Mahmoud Abbas, in the West Bank. So he's in Saudi Arabia. He's expected to not ask them, but ask them for oil. And he's already broken the promise, his campaign promises of A, making the Saudis a pariah, which was a stupid thing to say, and B, not meeting with or having anything to do with the Saudi crown prince. So there you go. Does he even remember, to be fair, does he even remember what he said during the campaign?
Probably not.
I don't think he does either. And so with the Saudis, like what I was saying, you have to have relationship with the Saudis. You have to. I don't have a problem with anyone who is not a threat to the U.S., although there's a lot of questions about their involvement in 9/11 and who they paid and all that stuff. I totally agree with you there. But as I was saying, it's a very difficult position. Geopolitics, and navigating the geopolitical sphere, whether you're in, Asia or whether you're in the Middle East, it's a very difficult thing because you're upholding not only the values and the principles of the United States, but you're working with people and meeting with people who don't.